Ebusiafo me gidi say mo afe eye Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markins. Me gidi say wo afe no me kwa say mo afe no. In fact me say ne ni ache. I am just hoping say eye the 9th parliament ebe resume ewo parliament na yate ne nka kakra. In fact me tell ne nka che from the times when the Attorney General the Chief Justice former Saki Isaba Tukono Ebra yi no na chairman ewu of papa as a minority leader na wadwa papa afe 2025 isi mu obefa yesi Afenyo Markins obefa yesi Afenyo Markins baby ofa bia na ote honorable di but going into a year 2026 even some later part of 2025 I said that ante a year honorable Kwame na Afenyo Markins a year enka na press conference ahodo bebriba a year yenuanom NPP for New Patriotic Party one more year since the beginning of a year last year 2025 no year 2026 na mka say ombejai omo eda so etwa so His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enya the 1 year anniversary ebra Ghana for esaman a year ne second mandate na yenuanom NPP for minority caucus no press conference near omo nso ehu edifa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ne 1 year anniversary wabedi na ye ensem de ensem ko twi ko breman wo mo buru bi so papa ensem tele ensem oboshi ensem akese just ensem wa chekuri ana kire se the deputy minority leader led by Honorable Patricia Apieji. In fact, ono MP for Asokwa. Na ensem de mami ekari papa was say Ghana for sorry na ye yam de brim just ayam hye ana chese ato yen o say ye da na ye ni baako so hu akata kofi kwanso ogina kwantia adan a krom hanyo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebetra abanwie so chese ofa ke na o reference Interior Minister Honorable Muntaka the report here last year 2025 around June July how read here say there have been some robbery cases na mami SIT sa case no they making the point say krom ha de ahanyo kete ene bokon sensem sampan sensem biyirin sensem wa fa bambo ni nyina mami ekotwe say yenwane say ana amen how did we cook and it did not cook NDC for ababa mu na afekeke o nipa enya asundwe emfantra oman mu na se sabi ye hwe ne ekoso idi na se oman no we under a siege na se bibi say ekoso de a na yentimi ka se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obono homode kete kra na owie ye na ane GoldBod nsensem ano so na nsen asori ye no wodi bi tato na wose he GoldBod any Bank of Ghana bo man katwitwiri die na Dr. Esiama oye Bank of Ghana governor na oteho na wo hwe ebra onka hwe transparency and accountability NDC for eka ho asem no ewai if you say GoldBod any Bank of Ghana won't go for reserves in fact if you fact check gold for reserves program no another initiative now it was launched so it was fully launched by the NPP government and also the NPP administration and you cannot take that away from the NPP omona a launch here though there have been governments in time past now sell gold for reserves but we know there is that dedicated a special program gold for reserves edema domestic gold purchasing program no said e be ya ibenya more gold na etimi ebusi Ghana reserves na was say GoldBod dumedi a wodi no wono afa so na wono enya na Bank of Ghana mbomu boka enti se obi be ka kire wo se enema ekoyi a enipa no onim ne woka onka hute onka hwe ewo ho wasi GoldBod dwumadi a wodi ene te se eye fund manager or manage a fund of let's say $2 billion na oje a $20 million fee $20 million fee na fe at the end of a year no fund na am perform na emomu no the intermediary and answer the fund manager in this case GoldBod am making a profit of $20 million at the expense of a year fund no a fund no mama make you loss over $214 million enti I think that loss no there ade hu hia ye nuanom NPP for papa in fact I'm also of interest maka say I'll be happy say of course there will be that bipartisan committee in parliament now omwa looking into some particular losses now. What can the country do? Say na be sa losses no ye betimi mitigate if we say it is not all that good sir say you be making such a loss though the economic impact is huge but if there are ways you betimi afa send your analysts be brave actual margin and I think say if you are going to hedge our gold prices in the gold trading a year program no ebeboa ema yetimi mitigate those losses enti a honorable Patricia Apiaje na oja lie na was NDC for buy ene nole process kwai ene kire se wonom de free wonom enkrofo sa atani gen na ebe transfer say atani gen na eba yi ene ewura na operation recover all loot ense bebre ana wonom ekan ye say Ghana fo a edi eye Ghana sika amfa mra kwan so ene be di wo moboto mu no o mbagi ni nyina woman case akoko to akwa owuntimi nya one conviction crime prosecutor enipa ba akokra na che se NDC for no a woman ankrofo ene che se wonom obese omode mra no a eyi wonom ene ye wosite the case against Kwabena Dufo na the current Bank of Ghana governor Dr. Esiama Kra no mami ebonidi se mami papa yi ana ne ho bon Kwabena Dufo case UT Bank ya collapse ye sa ensensen na ne ho ebon mu na eba ne sen na sa case no atoni genu aba ye obe discontinue. Is it because na Dr. Esiama na we second deputy entia? Because if you are second deputy meaning is that won say mo abeka ne mu odusa and the main governor no ekasemo I don't think say ubitimi refute sa enti could it be say no ana ama attorney general Dr. Dominic Ayini Akuritinga a discontinue case no ana. In fact, Madam Patricia Apiaje honorable MP for Asqua oka ensembebre muma yentie ne nsem ne bia okan.
Here is the analogy. A fund manager who charges 2% fees on $1 billion fund and $20 million in fees. But what if the fund itself loses $200 million? The management company shows a profit the fund has created. This is exactly what GoldBod is doing. This shows us GoldBod's fee income. This does not show us the actual program performance. The IMF found the $214 million in losses in the actual gold trading operations. And GoldBod's response was to show us agency fees and call it a surplus. That is not transparency. This is misdirection. The GoldBod second issue, the Bank of Ghana, excuse me, the Bank of Ghana shall gain. How can an institution that is not making losses transfer losses it has not made? GoldBod explains that the program is funded by the Bank of Ghana, sits on their books, so any losses are theirs. But here is what is omitted. Who manages the program? Who executes purchases? Who negotiates with off-takers? GoldBod does. The bank provides funding and bears financial risk, but GoldBod makes the operational decision that determine profit or loss. A nation under siege, a security crisis that we are facing. But while this government burns millions on gold schemes and abandoned farms, Ghanaians sleep with one eye open. The security situation has deteriorated, transforming our once peaceful nation into fear and uncertainty. Fellow Ghanaians, 1 year into President John Mahama's renewed mandate, our country is gripped by insecurity that cannot be brushed aside with ceremonies. The Interior Minister has admitted that as of July 2025, Ghana had recorded about 628 cases of armed robbery and 340 murders involving illicit arms, and an alarming toll in just half a year. Ghanaians no longer feel protected in their own homes. The duty to safeguard life and property has weakened under politicized policing and neglect of security services. It is not merely resource, it is priority. Since January 7, 2025, communal and chieftaincy clashes have erupted from Boko to Sampa and Abadom, leaving scores dead and thousands displaced in the Savannah and Upper East area alone. Clashes related to land and traditional authority have killed at least 31 people and uprooted about 48,000 citizens. A government that presides over such pervasive fear without a credible national strategy for prevention, early warning, and rapid response has failed a basic duty of protection. Fellow Ghanaians, kidnapping has risen sharply. Young women and men disappear. Children vanish on their way to school. And the story of an 18-year-old Senegalese goalkeeper, Sheikh Touare, is one of the most heartbreaking examples of how far this has gone. Sheikh came to Kumasi with dreams, lured by what he believed was a genuine football opportunity. His family sent him to Ghana in hope and trust. Instead, they received his body back, murdered by kidnappers. The death tells every investor, tourist, and parent that Ghana's safety reputation cannot be taken for granted.
Oh, now Madam Adjalai was say NDC for by ye so who ye be accountability. Say accountability no say you ya said die and by ya said I and partisan. So ya said the target ye the elsewhere administration appointees. The NPP for appointees and NDC for shada and say one more tata one so who accountability papa bia ana won so omo ye no de mom no eye hunhuna na kire se won mo de hunhuna eye NPP appointees ya atwamu edokro enti NDC for hwe na won enwe omo ne mayi ene galamsey so oka ho asem se na galamsey ene nam so ma Ghana ye hwere enipa enwotwe akuku dam wotwe o won nyina ehwere won enkwa enti nka ohwe se government no ebe firm decision nanka wasori yeti agalamsey na na ego tu ase kura na so what do we see ye hunu hwe 1 year down the line galamsey no ekoso dika chese manfo di ni center left ene politicians no government na ankrofo and I say guarantee no wonum edi a kire say wonum edi NDC for Ghana for a break kra ye kai ebra sa assembly see ye August 8 tragedy a see ya one a year appointee minister aname ankasa mpenasem ye Dr. Omane Boama defense minister ohwe ne nkwan ya honorable may your soul rest in peace kamia hwe se ankasa time no nyina ekono ka galamsey ndokwane yemfa eni agro ye kai se Dr. Anase Honorable Okujetu Ablakwa Abekan say the government and the president will be ruthless in the fight against galamsey, but it is what it is. The galamsey they idea idi o maninya. The minute Madam Patricia Apieje adwene on the fight against galamsey. Of course, the government is doing something, but what happened to a state of emergency? The fight should be intensified. Ebusia Island TV Plus. Obe like a video no now subscribe it. Na wa share na for so enye bi ahwe e de amai.